Let's make this year the glance calendar. You can check off your phase off. And you can write in any special days like New Year's or maybe your anniversary. And this just gives a great overview of your year. So, quick whole sheet formatting. Right click. Right click and name the spreadsheet. I'm naming mine planner. And then press anywhere and control left arrow to get back to column A. So in row 5, start writing the days of the week, however you like. I'm just doing the first letter, N-T. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You don't have to start with Monday. You can start with whichever day you prefer. Then merge all the days above the weekdays, all the cells above the weekdays, and merge. And this is where we want the month. So we're actually going to write in the date for the first of whichever month you choose. So 1/1/2024. I'm doing the 1st of January. And to display this as just the month name, we go to more formats. That's the 1, 2, 3 here. And down to custom, date, and time. And then we just remove the year and the slash and the day and the slash as well. You might have different delimiters in yours. Then press the month, and we're choosing month as full name. Or you can choose one of the other ones if you'd prefer that. And now it says January, and yours will say whichever month you chose. So if you press on it, you'll see that it's still written here as the full date, even though we just see January written. And if you double click, then you get a calendar where you can choose the date. So if I could go February as well, and updates, and March. For what we're doing, we have to always choose the first of the month, although you could choose a different day and it would still work. But we're going to use this date to calculate all of the other values, so we need it to be the first of the month to get the right date for the rest of the dates. Now we want the days of the month in one row, and then our short description, and then our checkboxes. So let's just format that right away. And to select multiple non-connected cells, we hold the control button while selecting. So control, and then I can select the next area, and then we need 6 rows, and these will be our dates. So go to the more formats, and then down to custom date and time. And we don't want the month now, so delete that, and then we press the drop down here and choose day. And then press on there, and we want day without leading zeros. And then apply. So we're going to make this easy for ourselves to start off with, and just make Monday equal the first of the month here. So just write equals, and press the cell with the month name. And it displays 1. Yay! So you see that the data stored in the cell that says January is the full date. And it's the same data that's also stored here. It's just formatted 2 different ways. Now we want the cell next to it to be the day after. So write equals, and then left arrow to select that day, and then +1, and enter. And then just drag that over to the rest of the week. Now we want to continue counting in the 3rd row below this one. So under Mondays, write equals, and then select the Sunday here. So where it says 7, and then +1. And if you press tab instead of enter, then you'll end up in the row next to it instead of below. And then Tuesday is Monday +1, equals left arrow, +1, tab. And then just drag that over as well. And now you can just copy this row, Control C, and then paste it, Control V for the rest of the rows. And you need 6 rows. That is 6, yes. And now for the hard part. What if the first isn't on a Monday? So if I just change the month here to February, now these dates are all wrong. So we can figure out what day of the week the first day of the month starts on by using the function weekday. And if we know what day of the week is the first, then we can figure out what date the Monday is. So it'll be a day in the previous month. So let's just perform the weekday function over here. So equals weekday. We need a date, and we're going to use this date here, and then comma, and then the type. So if we go down and get more information on type, you see Sunday equals 1 is the default, but we can change the type. If we go into help here and type. So and I'm just going to write all 3 types here because it's easier to understand. So 1, equals weekday, date, comma, 2, equals weekday, date, comma, 3. So you see here that we've gotten a 5 for type 1. And I just got the help menu back up here. So type 1 was where Sunday is 1 and Saturday is 7. That means that Thursday is 5. So the first is on Thursday. And with type 2, where Monday is 1 and Sunday is 7, that makes Thursday 4. And for type 3, then you get 3. So how do we from there figure out Monday, what date that is? Well, Thursday is the 1st, and Wednesday is the 31st, Tuesday is the 30th, Monday is the 29th. So for me, when I'm starting on a Monday is the 1st of the month minus 3, right? So minus this type 3 weekday. If you were starting on a Sunday, then the Sunday would be the 28th, and you would have to go the 1st of the month minus the 4 here. So that's weekday type 2. And if you were starting on Saturday, then you would need to use type 1. So if I go back to it starting on Monday, I go minus weekday, and then the date here at the top, comma, and I need type 3. Enter. So if you double click here, you'll see that it matches that Monday is the 26th. And if we go to pick April, and that is on the 1st. If we pick May, you'll see that the Monday is 29. So you can test your program like that. Sorry, spreadsheet. But let's just get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. And now I think it's about time we made this pretty. So I'm going to make this red. And then we'll add some borders. So let's do a thick border around the edge in this shade. And let's make a thick line there as well. And then we want vertical borders all the way here in thin. And now we just want there and there and there. Do an upper border, and then just for these ones as well, do a lower border. There. And let's make the header darker. I think we'll add in our checkboxes now as well. Just select the bottoms of the 3 cells. And insert checkbox. And now the font color. Second darkest shade here. And let's make the headers bold and make this month bigger. There we go, that's cute. And now we can remove the grid lines. Now let's copy this over. I'm going to make 4 in the top row. So this one will be orange. This one will be yellow. And this one will be green. Make the headers darker. And now the borders. And font color. Now you could go in and manually change all of these dates. There we go. March. But what I'm actually going to do is just use the function eDate. So equals eDate. Date a number of months before or after another date. So if I choose this date and comma, and by the way, if you don't have the green bar here, you can just press the question mark there. So if I press the X here, then I can press the question mark here to get it back. Or F1 also works. So then I need to tell it how many months. So I want to go plus 1 month. And then enter. And do the same there. Oops. You obviously want to paste formula only. Paste formula only. And then let's do this for the next row as well. And here we go, equals eDate. And then we want this month and 1 month after. There we go, and then it's updated. And now we can just copy this one and it will work right away. And to get it to change the colors based on what we write in, or if we check it off, we need to use conditional formatting, and we'll get to that in part 2.